Hey, welcome back, travelers. This is part two of our conversations with Liz and Bill, our friends from Kenya. And in this episode, we're talking about child safety, community raising kids, getting to school, how the village or how the community watches over kids. Certainly different from the U.S. It was a little less, a little more open when I was a kid in the 1970s. We actually were able to go to someone's house without calling and arranging and driving someone over for a play date. But certainly in Kenya it was different as well, and I think a much warmer and more community focused feel. So I want to give you a little bit of context because we do pick up the conversation midstream. We start talking about how kids get to school, and in this case, what the experience on the bus ride was like in Kenya. Enjoy.
And it's probably the last bus before you get late, and of course, have to do some punishment at school. And there's just no space, and nobody respects, like, hey, this bus is too full. It's the capacity is it's overflowing, and it's now almost an accident waiting to happen. But it was how it was. Personal space.
Try to hold on to somebody's jacket here.
Sitting right here, me sitting right here thinking about it, I can't believe, because back then I was the age of my son, 10 years old, maybe, in standard 4, back,
public bus.
boarding a public bus.
6th grade,
and
right?
literally it was a stranger, when the bus maybe makes a corner, who's literally holding you from falling, because it's like, this child is actually gonna fall. I'm sure there are a few kids that fell. And looking back at it, it was very dangerous, but it was the way of life.
But there was a community behind that whole
there was a community
thing,
support.
right?
There was,
Yeah, because you never would hear that, see the way kids go missing here and things like that. It's so rare in Kenya for kids to go missing, even though kids just go to school without their parents.
I mean, times are changing now, but back then I know for sure, I can remember probably 2 or 3 times that we had a child that was lost at our home, and they would be staying with us for 2 days, 3 days, and then they would be found. They would be taken to, the following morning my mom would take them to our school, to the school. Most of the time it was a school, and then they would carry the kid and say, we have a lost child over here, if you know their mom or something. And if you took them to 5 little schools around this,
somebody was gonna say,
somebody was like, that's my brother who was lost yesterday. And then they would take the boy home. So there was no this overthinking. There was no this.
But they went to sleep, they woke up, went to school, the brother will show up at some point.
They're lost, but someone is going to bring them home.
Me growing up, I would leave home at maybe take breakfast.
8, 9.
Okay, if I was hungry, I would come back for lunch, disappear again the whole day, come back at 7 in the evening. Mom's not even asking, where did you go?
Or where did you have your lunch? If you didn't come back, you must have eaten at the neighbor's house.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.